See, I believe with everything that's in me, you win with your heart, not your head. Coach Lombardi, the great coach of the Green Bay Packers, in the last meeting he spoke to before he died, was speaking to a group of top executives in Washington, D.C. Early in his speech, speaking to these hundreds of people out there, he said, I'm going to give you tonight the secret of winning in business. There was a hush that came over the room. You could hear a pin drop. And the great man said, the secret to winning in business is heart power. You capture the heart, you capture the man. You must get your people to fall in love with your company. See, folks, the single most important lesson I learned coaching football and coaching A.L. Williams is you win with your heart, not your head. You win on emotion, not on logic. See, Prudential sold life insurance to make a living. A.L. Williams sold life insurance to correct an injustice. What a powerful advantage we have. Step number 3, to build big teams, you got to become a leader, and you got to build with the right kind of people. See, leaders are like a dadgum magnet. People are just drawn to them, like bees to honey. And you show me anything in this United States that win, a Boy Scout troop, church, club, business, football team, I'll show you something run by a leader. And the common denominator of all great leaders is they're do-it-first people. They're do-it-first people. You want to win, go be a leader. And then do it first. Lead by example. You want your people to make money, you go make money first. If you want your people to recruit, you go recruit first. And then, once you become a leader, then you've got to recruit the right kind of people. For 20 years in this business, I woke up every day scared I wasn't good enough. I went to bed every night for 20 years scared that I wasn't going to make it. My goal for 20 years was to get better every day. I could never recruit enough people. I could never promote enough people. See, number 4, if you want to build a big team, you got to have a oneness in your organization. There's got to be a oneness. Everybody's got to operate with one heartbeat. Everybody's got to buy into your system. Everybody's got to be on the same page. See, there's no two ways at PFS. There's the PFS way or there's the highway. Hey, let me give you some principles about A.L. Williams. A.L. Williams was not a sales company. A.L. Williams gave people like me and you a chance to go in business for yourself, to have ownership, to build your own company within a company. And there are 2 big disadvantages in sales that I didn't like. Number 1, you're unemployed every day. Every day you wake up, you don't go make a sale, you don't eat. And number 2, you have a limited income. There's just you or a handful of people, and it limits your income potential. I wanted to build a team, and that gave me 2 big advantages. Number 1, it gave me a secure income. I overrode dozens and then hundreds and eventually thousands of people. And then it gave me a chance to have an unlimited income by recruiting unlimited numbers of people. A.L. Williams was not a sales company. Another principle, A.L. Williams was a warm market company. We never cold call. We never talk to strangers. We never knock on a stranger's door. We never call a stranger on a cold telephone. We never go to Carnival and sit at a booth and hand out suckers and balloons to the little kids that come along to get their mama's and daddy's name. When you come to work at A.L. Williams, you never have to set up an appointment. Somebody does that for you. You never go in a stranger's home alone. See, the A.L. Williams way is no pressure. Everybody starts part-time. And by doing that, A.L. Williams was able to go into communities and hire the cream of the crop, the best quality people, doctors and lawyers and businessmen and women and housewives, the best people in a community. You got to have the ability to simplify the complicated. See, I can explain to a new recruit the whole A.L. Williams system on one page, 9 simple steps. I can take a new recruit, and I can teach him the whole A.L. Williams system in 30 minutes. Now, the company also has to have the ability to simplify the complicated. In 1984, when we kicked Prudential's book, this was their rate book. And if you took a ruler It was an inch thick. And Prudential had, they had 3 different kind of series of products. They had the Gibraltar series, Modified Life 3, Modified Life 5, Modified Life 10, Modified 25, 10 life paid up at 85, Economatic Whole Life, life paid up at 90, life paid up at 85, life paid up at 65, 20-year pay life, 10-year pay life, co-life, joint whole life. Now, if you didn't like those, they had the estate plans. They had Modified Life 5, Citation 50, life paid up at 90, Professional 50, Modified 2, life paid up at 85, Modified Life 3, Modified Life 5, Modified Life 10, Graded Premium Whole Life, the abbreviator, Modified Life 21, Increasing Premium Life paid up at 90, Modified 25, 10 life paid up at 85, Estate 25 Whole Life, Economatic Low Life, life paid up at 90, life paid up at 85, 20-year pay life, 10-year pay life, co-life, joint whole life. Now, if you didn't like the Gibraltar series and you didn't like the State series, they had the Pruco series. Variable life waiver premium, appreciable life waiver premium, appreciable life level death benefit, appreciable life variable death benefit, variable appreciable life level death benefit, a variable appreciable life variable death benefit, variable appreciable life. And you know what? You know what? You know what? This is A.L. Williams' rate book. One dadgum page. And you know what? You know what? We sold one product, the best product we had, the product we own on our own life all the time. Now let me just go through as quick as I can the qualities of a leader. But first, let me tell you something sort of scary. See, folks, most people fail in business because they run out of time. You see, this business of winning in business is a 10-year game or a 20-year game. This is not get rich quick. And you know, most people fail because they keep changing. They keep changing. And then all of a sudden, they're no longer 25 or 35 or 45 or 55, and they don't have another 10 years. They don't have another 20 years. So see, you know what? I'm 69 years old, but I feel 16. See, folks, you're here on this earth for just a flicker. You're here on this earth for just a flicker. We were out there correcting an injustice. See, our mission was to destroy cash value life insurance. Number 2, the second part of our vision was to give our A.L. Williams people a chance to have ownership, to build their own company within a company, to build total financial independence. Do you know how special that is for people like me that come from where I come from? To give our families a chance to build total financial independence, where nobody could put their thumb on you, where nobody could squeeze you, where you could tell everybody out there to take a dadgum flying leap if you wanted to. If this kind of talk is too tough for you, if you're too smart, if you're too pretty, if all this sounds too corny, then don't let the door hit you in the butt. A.L. Williams was built for tough people. See, we're not going to beg you for your business. We're not going to beg you to join our team. See, I found out 40 years ago that you can't force people to do what they don't want to do. If you want to build big teams and build financial independence, you got to find people that want it, that see it, that believe it, that love it. See, I believe the single most important thing you develop in your lifetime is a positive attitude. See, folks, you got to always have a workout attitude. The glass has always got to be half full. You got to look for the good in all situations. You got to expect your people to be positive. You can't ever let your meetings turn into a gripe session. See, folks, you can overcome every problem in the world, but you can't ever overcome an attitude problem. You can overcome financial problems, business problems, personal problems, recruiting problems, sales problems, but you can't ever overcome an attitude problem. Hey, let me give you an unwritten law in this business. People won't follow or believe in a negative, dull, disillusioned, frustrated, dadgum crybaby. See, winners are always excited. Is folks, always remember, you only control 2 things. You control your attitude. You have a choice every day about your attitude. When you wake up, you can be positive or you can be negative. The second thing you control is your activity. You have a choice every day when you wake up. You can be a leader, go out there and do it first, lead by example, or you have a choice of being a manager, sitting on your butt, always talking, always planning. See, winners are so disciplined, and let me tell you what discipline is. The definition. Doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. I had one rule if you were going to play on my football team, and you were going to come to practice every day, unless your butt was in the hospital. See, folks, I believe the biggest single obstacle to success for most people out there is not lack of education, it's not lack of background, it's not lack of money, but it's a lack of belief in yourself. See, life don't give you what you want or what you'd love to have. See, everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to make a difference with their life. Everybody wants financial freedom. But you know what? Life don't give you what you want. Life gives you what you'll accept. If you'll accept being average and ordinary, that's exactly what you've got to look forward to. If you'll accept having financial problems, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. If you'll accept being unhappy, you're going to be unhappy. See, winners expect to win. Winners show up and fight. Have what I call this can-do attitude. See, the worst two words in the English language is I can't. The high school years are for most people the peak years to dream and be excited about life. You know, these kids come into the 9th grade and their eyes are big as a baseball. They start driving, or they're playing in games before hundreds of thousands of people, or they're in beauty contests, they're on debate teams. You know, to them, life is a bowl of cherries. They have an attitude that I was put on this earth to make a difference. I'm going to go out and conquer the world. And then they graduate. And then they get dumped down the big bad world. And people start lying to them and using them, and they change jobs 2 or 3 or 4 times. And then one day, they roll out of bed, and this once vibrant, turned on human being becomes a shell of a man. And they develop an attitude that life's passed me by, that I just got to take it, that I can't hope again, that I can't dream again. See, folks, when you really get down to it, at A.O. Williams, we didn't sell life insurance. We didn't sell investments. It was so much bigger than that. See, at A.O. Williams, we gave people a chance to dream again. Do you know how important that is when you're out there frustrated and getting beat up? We gave people a chance to hope again. We gave people a chance to be excited again. Winners are great encouragers. Winners are great encouragers. If you want to build a big team, you've got to become an expert in praising people. Jack Welch said, "The thing that gets praised gets done." I love the recognition tonight. Recognition and praise